YouTube. If you're not a First member, you could sign up at this link and get a free 30-day trial to try out First membership, where you could see Always Open 24 hours early. You could see Off Topic and the Rooster Teeth podcast and The Patch live when they stream, and tons of other shows, including our animated shows 24 hours early, and so much more. So click here to sign up for your 30-day trial, and we'll see you on Wednesday nights. Cheers.
I was so chastised.
That's true. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Always Open. I'm your host, Barbara Dunkelman, and with me tonight I have...
I'm Mika Burton.
I'm Blaine Gibson.
My name's Mariel Salcedo.
And this episode of this episode of Always Open is brought to you by Crunchyroll and HelloFresh. Thank you very much. We'll be telling you a little bit more about them later on in the show. But to start off, we gotta do our shout out.
Yeah.
Shit, I almost fucked that
shout
up.
out.
How dare I forget drinking?
Barbara, what is wrong with you?
So tonight's shot is the Baby Guinness. It consists of Kahlua and Bailey's Irish Cream. It's submitted. Don't cheat. It's submitted by Steve M. So thank you, Steve.
Also good.
Shout out to you. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Touch me, guys. Touch me.
Don't forget to slam. And there you go.
Oh yeah.
That was
Whew.
fucking delicious.
That's amazing.
I will have 40 more of those.
I'll have
so
a cup
good.
of that. Can I just
chocolate.
get like a mug?
Yeah, it tastes like it tastes like slightly alcoholic chocolate milk.
Bailey's.
does.
That'll get you fucked up real quick.
I don't know why I've never thought to put Bailey's and Kahlua together before.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like
I had a cup of that at RTX at the VIP party, actually, because I walked up to the bartender and I said, I want something with Kahlua in it. And he just goes, here's a cup of Bailey's and Kahlua. And I was like, you know what?
Here's chocolate milk.
Cool.
it's so sweet though.
It's so sweet.
Cool.
Get off my show.
Okay.
So it's officially October.
It is. It's.
I think you
Thank
mean it's
God.
officially Halloween.
I think you mean it's officially pumpkin spice latte season.
Yes!
Question: do they have pumpkin spice chai tea lattes?
get one.
Yes.
I bet they probably do.
You-
You can pumpkin spice anything.
Blaine is a fucking slut for chai tea lattes.
Really?
Serious. They gotta be iced though.
Do you get dirty
Ice.
chai?
Nah, just the regular old chai, because it's like it's not too sugary, but it's also like enough to give me a little kick.
So now I know if I need to bribe you for anything, I just get you a chai tea latte.
Like I'm not gonna kill that man, and then you're like, I got a chai tea latte.
It's also like
Got real fucking
it's
killing.
disturbing how fast you finish them. Like every time we go to brunch, you get one of those, and you're like, do you have a chai tea latte? And they're like, sure, iced, and you're like, yes, please. And then it arrives, and then I'm like, look away. I look back, and it's just gone.
Are you like that with all of your drinks or just the chai tea? Like you just got to get it in you.
pretty much all my drinks, because I don't think I ever understood the enjoying a beverage.
You sip.
I just I chug.
Dude,
That's why I
I
get
am-
drunk.
That's
like,
weird.
Such a slow drinker.
I'm a sipper for sure.
yeah.
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 So yes, October.
Yes.
Halloween, yeah.
Halloween is officially upon us in, like 30 days or something, but whatever.
But today's technically
Today's
the
the
4th of
4th.
Halloween.
It's
That's
true.
how I count it. Tomorrow's the 5th of Halloween.
Well, this will be out on the 5th for first members and then 6th.
yes.
So we're
So
even
it's
closer.
the 5th of Halloween.
And then once it's November, then it's the 1st of pre-Christmas. And it's the 2nd of pre-Christmas.
Isn't it pre-Thanksgiving for?
Oh shit! You just.
But see, I don't.
US
But in
Americans?
November, I don't count. I count November as pre-Christmas because I count Thanksgiving as the pre-Christmas feast preparing feast.
Oh, like stretching your stomach out
Yes.
for the Christmas
Okay.
feast?
Yeah, Thanksgiving is kind of like a tide-over holiday for me because, like, once it hits November 1st and the Starbucks holiday cup's out, like, I'm fucking a slut for Santa. I'm, like, there. I'm, like, one of Santa's elves bitches. Like, let's do this.
I don't
want to
think of you as a slut for Santa, because in my mind that's just like one of those slutty elves that works at like the picture station in the mall. Like, come and sit on Santa's lap. I did 3 times last night.
Whoa!
That's a T-shirt for sure. Like a slut for Santa.
Slut for Santa. Come sit on Santa's lap because I know I did.
See, I love Thanksgiving.
Naked.
I love all holidays.
Oh, yeah. Holidays
But-
are the best.
do you partake in Black Friday?
I did once, and it was fucking horrible, and I will never.
Why
do it
would
again.
you?
See, that's
ever
why I
do that?
partake in Cyber Monday.
I've done some cybering
Yeah.
on Mondays.
I go on my computer and I'm like, ASL, baby. Oh, is that not?
no,
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
but
You say ASL and they're like, we sell TVs, ma'am.
ASL.
this is Amazon chat support.
Larry,
Yeah.
42,
like-
Wisconsin.
Amazon support.
I do want to point out that I think it's awkward that I'm like, yeah, Black Friday's great, all these shopping sales, and then you guys are like, nah, we don't do that, Blaine. It's like,
Do you do that?
yeah, fuck yeah, I do shopping.
Do you like
But not in
elbow
person.
old women in the face?
No. Yeah, no, I go out in person. It's a lot of fun.
Ugh.
It's like the city is alive at night, and it's like, it's fun.
Yeah,
there's
it's
people
alive
everywhere.
because people are trying to kill each other for Nintendo DSs.
Yeah, but like I got these jeans on Black Friday. Like
you
there's
go.
just, like all
There you
sorts of
go.
sales.
Nice jeans.
Yeah.
Okay, but well, I guess because when people go shopping for electronics, it's like a fucking brawl.
No, I don't
Yeah.
do that shit.
So
that's
okay.
that's
Go
for
shopping
Amazon.
for clothes.
I get my clothes on Black
Okay.
Friday.
It's
the
too
only
bad
way you
that
can
Black
get away
Friday
with
is not in October, because then you could get like a bunch of Halloween costume stuff before
That would
then.
be great.
Because Halloween costume stuff is expensive.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Halloween costumes, I think I mentioned this earlier. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Halloween, and I need help deciding my costume.
Well, the past
That's what we're
year,
here
you were what last year?
Last year I wasn't anything. I was in Australia
You were in
crying
Australia.
because I didn't get to
You
celebrate
were,
Halloween.
do they not do Halloween?
Not really. They like so we
Well, it's
do
also
like
during a convention where everyone's dressed up anyways, so it's kind of
Okay.
hard to
yeah.
differentiate, right?
I went to a party that like everybody was just dressed normal, but like they think it's like the old version of Halloween where it's like spooky, ghosts, demons. So like there's like hot girls like wearing like weird spooky zombie makeup, and I'm like, but no, like they don't do like the whole like dressed up as a movie character and all that shit.
Okay.
So
Like we do.
like like slutty nurse or
Yeah.
slutty apparently
Slutty demon.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys saw this slutty Harambe.
Yep, slutty Harambe's a thing now.
No, kill it.
Which is like
Rest in peace.
But wait, I have a question
Kill the
about
meme, not
like
Harambe.
yeah
He's dead.
about
Fine.
Halloween costumes here. So I've been doing college Halloween for the past 4 years,
Oh,
which is slutty everything.
the best Halloween.
It's the best Halloween.
really
So
is.
I've braved the Michigan fucking freezing in my no clothing for 4 years. Is that a thing now?
I feel you so hard.
Yeah, because you're Canadian.
I used to have to wear a winter jacket under my Halloween costume,
Yeah.
which for some things, like I was like a really fat, buff Minnie Mouse one year because I just had like a down jacket.
You totally feel me because it snowed on Halloween. I was wearing Supergirl,
Yeah.
and under my cape, I put like my down coat to walk around. It was hell.
It'll probably be a good 75, 80 degrees still
Yeah.
on Halloween here.
But does it matter because we're adults with jobs that go to like a house party?
Oh.
Go to
Can-
6th Street.
I don't want to go there because
Don't go to
I
6th Street.
don't want to black
Don't go to
out
6th
and it's
Street.
disgusting.
it's pretty bad.
But so is the slutty thing gone?
no,
Is that
no, it's still a thing.
okay?
I think people are still slutty during
Yeah.
Halloween.
I slutted it up the year before last.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a couple of years ago. I was Indiana Jones, and I was
Super
like,
slutty.
"Why? No. I was like, why not be Temple of Doom Indiana Jones?"
I was in Diana Jones.
like.
Keep going.
Can't stand you.
It happens. It
I
happens.
was like my wheels were turning, but no, I cut off a sleeve and I showed an arm, and then I like
Right.
ripped it open, and I was like, yeah, it was like the slutty like bloodied up Temple of Doom Indiana Jones.
Okay.
The best thing about Austin, because Austin's such a like party city and we have 6th Street, is that people start dressing up like now.
Yeah.
Like you can go to
Less.
6th Street and there's gonna be people dressed up like it's crazy.
And also Halloween this year, I believe, is on a Monday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people are gonna be Thursday night, Friday
Yep.
night, Saturday night, Sunday
That's what
night,
we call
Monday
Hollow
night.
Weekend.
It's gonna be a 5-day Halloween.
Yeah.
It's good.
Even more so, it's also gonna be the Thursday, Friday, and Monday.
That's what we call Hollow Week.
Holla!
Holla! I hate myself for that.
I was talking with Texas earlier about doing a Halloween Always Open episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So
look out for
forward
that.
to that. Yeah.
Spooky, right?
I'll be slutty Harambe.
Jesus.
Oh my
Please
God.
don't.
No.
If you show up in that costume, I'm not gonna allow you.
Fine. I'll do another slutty something that shouldn't be. Like I like the slutty ketchup bottles.
Ah.
What
It
does
goes
that
with
even
a theme.
Is it just like a bandeau? Like
It's a
red
it's
bandeau?
a red bodycon dress, and then the little spout, and then red heels, and then your friend will be slutty mustard.
Like, ah, make me squirt. That's what I'm with it.
Oh,
Spread me on your wiener.
It's good.
Now I kind of
my
want to be
God.
slutty ketchup. These are all the jokes I can make all night.
Yeah.
No, but I'm doing pretty much what every other female under the age of 40 is being for Halloween. I'm being Harley Quinn.
But you're gonna do it right.
You're gonna do it right.
Oh yeah, I've actually like bought quality items, like actual pieces of the costume.
I sent you
you
the link
spent
for the
real
shoes.
money.
Did you get
I
those
got
shoes?
the shoes.
Yep.
I got like the black milk jacket, which
Yup.
was like $120.
Where's
It was
Yeah.
pricey. Did you get the good booty shorts?
I did.
Okay,
They're a
good.
little big on me, so
Yeah.
I might do some squats before Halloween.
I think that's the best part about being a cosplayer for Halloween is I'm literally pulling a cosplay out of my like
Inventory.
I'm like filing through the filing cabinet, like yes, this one. I'm gonna probably do Black Cat, which is like the cat suit with like the thigh high boots and the
Oh,
gloves and
Oh,
like
nice.
the low V and then the
such a-
mask. I
that's a
love Black
cool-
And
Cat.
then we could do like a joint.
Yeah, we
costume.
can.
Yeah,
you go.
you'll be my boyfriend for Halloween.
Yeah, I will. Fuck you, Aaron. But
I kind of want to make Aaron now do Black Cat.
yes, put Aaron in a cat suit.
Let's get a superhero squad then. If you guys are doing that, like,
Yeah,
let's get
we should get a
Rooster Teeth
superhero squad.
Because I've always wanted to be Green Lantern. I've never had the opportunity to get like the whole full Zentai
Be
outfit.
a good
and-
Green Lantern.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it's just like the Zentai suit and the mask and like the ring, and then you're done.
It's maybe some cool boots. I think boots.
My
yeah.
advice to you is start now. Like,
Yeah.
right now.
It's
Oh,
yeah.
buying the costume.
Getting-
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
we're late.
because Zentai and like things like from China will take 45 years to get here.
Well, good luck to all of us. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be a great Halloween.
Green Lantern.
Yup. So I want to start off with Ask Us Anything. And this one is submitted by Sam D. And Sam D wants to know, what is the one thing you have to achieve on your bucket list?
Mine was always skydiving, and then we had the opportunity to do that.
do
It's
that.
fucking great.
I like how you guys, like, made me go first. And, like, once I was safe, then you're like, okay, we
What,
can
you
go.
guys went skydiving?
Yeah, for our RT recap like
yeah, that
years
was
ago.
Oh,
years
that's so
ago, yeah.
fun.
It was pretty amazing.
But I made sure everybody went first because I was like, if I'm gonna go last and then I'm the one that I die, then that's fine as long as everyone's safe.
He actually said that.
Yeah.
He's like, if everyone survives, I'm good. Just as long as you guys survive.
But I think like some sort of extreme sport. So I like honestly like Everest or some sort of like physical feat that not many people on the earth have done. I would absolutely be down for something.
Do you
like
think
that.
you could actually, like, in the shape you are now, do you think you could physically climb Everest?
my
Absolutely
God.
not. No,
I mean,
no. You have to train
That
for
would
it
take a
'cause
lot of
it's,
yeah,
it's a lot
altitude
of.
training and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Like there's this guy that I heard about that he built a room in his house that was essentially a giant refrigerator and he slept in it. It's just for
shit.
training to get his body acclimated to the
Shit.
whole. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big deal because it's not just the climbing of it. It doesn't take one day. You do have to sleep up there and take care of yourself and know how to live.
Well, it's different layers and your levels of altitude that you have to like stop at different camps and stuff like that. So
So is it Everest in particular that you'd want to climb, or is it just, like, a very, like, physical feat?
I think it's Everest because it's like the biggest mountain, right?
As long as you take
Yeah.
trash down with you when you come back, because apparently people are littering on Everest.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of dead bodies up there
Oh!
They're also littering their dead bodies.
Yeah.
So.
because it's like they're not gonna bring down.
Yeah,
like, a
don't they
giant-
use dead bodies as markers now?
Yes, it's like you went past green pants. You know, it's like it's pretty morbid.
Green pants. Right now, they're just white pants.
Thank you.
Thank you, Texas.
Thank
You're
you.
Texas, what's your
Do you have a bucket list item?
Actually, I do.
What is it?
Pretty good one. I've had many dreams of Susan Sarandon. I've actually met her a few times in my dreams.
Okay.
She had a flip phone. It was kind of interesting. I was like, come on, Susan, get a real phone. You know? Anyways, so actually a friend of mine lives in New York next to her ping pong bar.
She has a ping pong
She has a
bar?
ping pong bar.
That's awesome.
And I literally want to play ping pong with Susan Sarandon, so that's on my bucket list.
Okay.
So Susan, if you're
Well,
watching,
that's fucking
Well, we
cool.
should
let's
make
make
that
this
happen.
happen.
Make that happen.
You're gonna show up one day and there's gonna be a ping pong table here and someone
and
like
Susan
behind a
Sarandon will
closed
be
door.
here. I will freak out. I might just cry a little.
We can make that happen. Everest, I don't know about.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could get you up
Yeah.
there, but
Susan Sarandon, easy.
Done.
So, all right, what are your guys? Everest is such a basic bitch bucket list
No.
thing.
no,
think it is.
that's like that's a crazy cool thing to do
Yeah.
and achieve in your life. Like
Yeah.
only
There's, like-
so many people have said that they've done that.
Exactly. There's like a very exact number of people that have done it.
Yeah.
There's like a very small percentile of the Earth's population. But
It's like a cool club to be in. You know?
It is.
Mine's cheesy. I would just want to either like take my parents on a very nice, like all expenses paid trip, just because they've done so much for me.
Yeah.
My dad's always wanted to own like a cabin in Colorado, so maybe something like that. You
Like,
know?
would you like buy that? Like, buy
Yeah,
them a
just
house or
like
something?
like buy them something very, very nice and expensive.
I've seen those videos
That's
of these
awesome.
people who.
I can't. I'm already.
Oh, I
I'm
cry
already
so
crying
much when I do
thinking
when I
about
see
it.
these. I've seen so many videos of these kids who like were raised in a very poor environment and like their parents were struggling to get by and to support the kids, and then that kid went on to like make a good life for themselves and like make a good living. Then they come back and like either pay off their parents' mortgage or like
Yeah.
buy them a new house, and it's
Yeah.
like
Oh.
I get like it makes my heart
Yeah.
so happy seeing that.
The Rock actually, like, I don't know how long ago it was, but he posted on his Instagram about.
Oh,
like,
I know exactly what you're about to talk
he
about. Oh.
bought his mom a car because he was like, I remember when they took away our only car, and
Yeah.
you know how upset you were. So he it's like this like fucking badass like Escalade, and not that like we never went without or anything, but my parents just did so much for me, or they still continue to do so much for me. So
Yeah.
just like a nice thing for them.
Yeah.
I think it's like my number one.
That's beautiful.
That's a really nice.
Mine is a
bucket
little bit
list.
more selfish.
Well, I'm just like a really sweet, like nice, giving person.
Shut up, Mariel.
Like, obviously,
Mariel's
so much
so
better than
I want
you.
to climb a mountain.
I totally agree. Like, I would love to do that for my parents because they also have done so much for me. But mine, ever since I was a kid and still to this day, I want to go up and accept an award at one of the big three: Golden Globes, Emmys, or Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause that is my goal: is to be able to go up, take a fucking piece of paper out of my bra, and thank my parents. I mean, so I guess it kind of goes back to
Yeah.
thanking my parents for everything that they've done. But I know for a fact that if I ever won one of those big three, they would be the first people I thank.
I don't know who I would thank if I like accepted one of those awards.
Oh, us, obviously.
Well, I would be like,
I'd be like, thank you to Barbara
Mariel.
Dunkelman, but no, it would be my parents, and then it would probably be my 6th grade teacher.
You gotta thank God too, right? Because that's always the number one.
See,
Thank you, God.
Thank
I like to
you.
thank not only God but also Jesus.
Also
Isn't that
Jesus.
something that like Justin Bieber
I
said?
know that's what I'm gonna say.
He was like, I like to not only thank God but also Jesus, and I was like,
That's exactly what he said.
And also like the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, my favorite were all
the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
the memes that came from that because it was like I'd like to thank not only my parents but also the people who gave birth to me.
That lady down the street, vagina I emerged.
Yeah.
I have a lot of things on my bucket list. Like metal ones and plastic ones.
Wait. I thought you said meta, so I was like, okay, meta. Okay.
Barbara.
You said metal. Oh, okay. That's
Barbara, no. How dare you?
wanna
Ever
leave.
since I picked that question, I've been waiting to say
I
that.
want to leave. Patrick, I don't want to be on the show
That's why we
anymore.
put you in the middle so you can't escape.
Let me out.
Do you just like think of those things like when you're like, this is an opportunity that I have. I'm gonna keep this and this little nugget in
Yeah,
the back of my
I have
brain.
like a section of my brain that's for like really bad jokes, and it's like only about that big. But I
pun
just
storage.
like store things.
but
in
it's
there.
like
Yeah.
it's like full to the brim
Oh,
at
yeah.
all times.
At all times.
So did that just like pop one out and leave room for another horrible
Did.
something?
So stay tuned for later in the show when I bring up another one. But in all honesty, I think it's gonna sound very cheesy and very typical, but I think writing a book.
I bet you could come up with a bunch of like really good short stories. What is it? Is it R.L. Stein? Who's the guy that does the book of poems? It's
Shel Silverstein.
Shel Silverstein. Yeah, I bet you could do like a badass Shel Silverstein
Yeah.
type book, or maybe
like poems.
yeah, or so like short stories or something like small little.
Like comedy stories or something.
Or, you know, something like, you know.
This
like
guy
little
who was
doodles.
4'9" walked into
What?
short story.
Oh God!
Let's just go.
Wait, guys, take me with you.
Go out the door.
Come back. See, I told you a piece of it left, and
There
made room
was.
for another one.
See, I want to read the all-telling Barbara Dunkelman story because I like details and I like hearing all about people.
You want to know about my
I
life?
want to know. I want to know
BD tell
every
all.
single thing about you.
You don't know how I got these scars.
So yeah, I'm hoping that could happen. I feel like
yeah.
it's something that's actually a possibility.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of
definitely.
people that have a lot of like bucket list items that are very much like, you know, might be a little hard to achieve, but who knows? But I think like all of ours are something that could happen,
I'm hoping.
especially those metal buckets. You know,
There's metal buckets. You know, I just love metal buckets. So
I just love 'em.
goddamn much.
You look like you're gonna kill her.
I fucking love metal buckets, you guys.
Well, on that note, I would like to mention thanks to Crunchyroll for sponsoring this episode of Always Open. Crunchyroll was built by fans of anime who love different anime series for all different reasons. They offer the largest, most diverse collection of anime series straight from the source. Their current lineup includes Mob Psycho 100, Cowboy Bebop, and Sweetness and Lightning. On Crunchyroll, the newest episodes are available as soon as 1 hour after they air in Japan via simulcast. All episodes are ad-free. You can enjoy them across all devices, Xbox, PlayStation, Wii U, etc. Right now, you could try our Crunchyroll Premium for 30 days free with crunchyroll.com/alwaysopen. That's crunchyroll.com/alwaysopen for 30 free day trial of Crunchyroll Premium. Thank you, Crunchyroll.
I love me some Crunchyroll.
I also love how you do those ad reads.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
Your voice is just so soothing.
Thank
I would
you.
buy anything.
Am
you're
I
trying
better
to
than
sell.
Gus?
Yeah, because Gus is always like, I'm gonna read this thing.
Well, guys, for my first time, we're going to talk about what was your first experience being dumped and or dumping someone else.
Do we name names? Do we name names?
You could use a code name for her.
Nah. I'll talk about Maggie.
Oh, shit.
Like-
she
like
works
this
right
Maggie?
over there.
No, not Maggie Tomine, no. The other one. Oh, am I going first?
If,
I mean,
mean,
you,
well, you
brought,
already
you
brought up
started.
Maggie.
It started.
Shit. Yeah, it was like my first time being in love, as they would say. And it was like a summer thing, and I remember coming in. I was like, I worked at a luggage store. She came in, and she was like super forward. And she like wrote her name or her number down on a card, and I was like, oh wow, this girl's like crazy cool.
How old were you?
I was like, I think 18 or 19. This is like right when I lost weight. So we spent the whole summer together. I mean, it was like really intense. Like I was constantly over her house. We were watching movies, and that was like my first like physical involvement with the lady.
Sex.
No, it wasn't sex. It was everything but.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty much.
A little bit of the.
No, it actually wasn't this. It was this.
It was that?
But it wasn't this.
But was it just
Okay.
this, though?
Yeah, there was that.
there's that?
A
Okay.
little bit of that. She was not very good at that.
Oh.
It's hard to
Bad
know what to
wrist.
do. Okay.
She had bad wrists.
It's a learning curve.
Snake charmer.
But snake charmer. Snake charmer. So anyways, into summer comes around, and I was like, hey, you wanna be my girlfriend? Like, I feel like this is going like really well. You wanna be my girlfriend?
Nice.
And she's like, no.
Oh!
And she was like, I gotta focus on like school, and just like barfed out all these like bullshit reasons for why
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, so it's a summer fling, and then I was just like, I just remember being curled up in a ball of emotion.
Did you think she was the one?
I mean, yeah, like stupid 18, 19-year-old Blaine was like, I got married this girl. And then I got into more shape, like better shape, and then
pear
like
shape and apple shape.
yeah, and then she came back and kind of, I was like kind of blowing her off. It's not that funny, Barbara.
The way Meryl looked at me.
And she ended up chasing after me a little bit, and I was just like, no, you like broke my heart.
Oh, you weren't just like,
What the hell with you?
yeah, baby, come on back.
Nah, because by then I was like, nah, I hardened up. You know,
You're like, you got real hard.
got real hard.
Yeah.
Maybe then she could have given you a good hand job.
God damn it. Yeah, Maggie, shit on my heart.
Fucking Maggie.
And now she works in 2D.
It's not Maggie Song.
God. All right.
She walked through that door.
Well,
She was just here.
I'm gonna continue the trend of sad breaking up stories.
Go for it.
This was my first like real girlfriend, like deep relationship. We went from like friends to girlfriends, and at first it was like under the guise of like, oh, I'll help you, you know, get the girl that you like. Just kidding, I'm swooping in for the kill. And we
swooped?
I swooped.
You swooped.
I swooped hard, and it worked. And it was senior year of high school, and we were like, we both went to the same all-girls school, so we were seeing each other all the time.
Tight.
Yeah, it was great.
Literally.
And she went to England for the summer because like we were dating for like a year, and then she went to England for the summer, and I went to CalArts for photography camp, and we were like, we'll keep in touch. I love you. This is great. We'll talk to each other all the time. Texted her, emailed her, never heard from her for like 2 weeks, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? So I was really concerned. I get a call, and I'm like sitting in my dorm at CalArts. I get a call from her, and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't heard from you. Are you okay? What's going on? And she was silent, and then she just goes, I don't want to fuck you anymore.
What a way to say that.
And I was like,
She got balls.
excuse me? What do you, what?
That's not even like,
That's,
oh, you know, like, I just feel we're different people, or this isn't working out. Like, I don't want to fuck you anymore.
Wait, insult to injury, I heard her friends giggling in the back.
That's not a.
No, she was a bitch.
Who
You
is
can
this?
say it.
I was
Her name,
calling her
her
out
name
now.
is Lizzie, and I am still pissed about it. Yeah, thank you.
That's for you, Lizzie.
That's for you, Lizzie.
I don't want to fuck you anymore, Lizzie.
Meryl's.
So that
I'll
was
give you one of these! And one of these!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
it wrecked me.
Yeah.
As
Just like
I also curled up
You were
into
in high
I was
school?
just turning like 17.
I thought you were 7. Oh,
No,
shit.
17. And then I curled up into a ball of emotion and was like a wreck for months. Like it ended me.
You're 22 now.
Yes.
I'm 26.
5.
Okay, well, all right. I was like, what if this happened at the same time?
We were both depressed at the same
Whoa.
time. Whoa!
She also didn't want to fuck me.
So yeah, that was my experience of being broken, and that was like the first breakup was I don't want to fuck you anymore, and I was like, is this how it is?
Yeah, I dated a guy. I've talked about it a lot on the show already, but I dated a guy for 6 years. That was my first boyfriend ever. And I realized probably about 3 or 4 years into the relationship that it wasn't gonna last.
Damn,
It
girl, I
was-
know what that's like.
We were young when we started dating, and we just kind of grew in different directions.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to do this with my life. He wanted to do this. I was motivated to do that. He was kind of on a different page. And it just wasn't I used to think, like, when we first started dating, I was like, this is the guy I'm going to marry. We're going to have kids. I'm going to be with him forever. I love him. Not that I didn't not love him later on in the relationship, but I knew kind of around 4 years into it that it wasn't going to work out. But then we still dated for another 2 years, which is fucked up on its own.
Yeah.
Girl, let me tell you.
Yeah. I think we've all been in a situation similar to that.
Yeah.
But I kind of tried to make it obvious that I wasn't feeling the relationship anymore by being distant.
That
Which
never fucking works.
it's never a good thing to do. And I don't recommend doing that.
Just ends up hurting people.
Yeah, especially because like the farther you go away, the more they're like, wait, what's wrong?
Yeah, and then they piss you off more, and then
Yeah.
you're just like, get the fuck away.
Instead of just saying, like, this isn't working out.
Yeah.
But I was so afraid of hurting him just because, like, this was my first love. I was head over heels for this guy. I loved him with, like, all of my being. I cared so much about him. He was my best friend. I talked to him, like, 4 times a day, every day for 6 years. Like, he was my best friend.
Yeah.
And then I got the job at Rooster Teeth. And I told him, I said, hey, this company, Rooster Teeth, is hiring me, and they're in Austin. And he's like, oh, okay. Hey, I gotta go. Can I call you back in a minute? And then he called me back probably about an hour later, crying.
Oh.
And he was like, does this mean it's over between us? And I was like, yeah.
At least you had a decent out.
Yeah, and he's like, I've noticed you've been distant for the last couple months, and it's like, is this really, like, we really can't make this work? And I was like, it's been over for a while for me.
And then
I gotta.
and then you're like, I just don't want to fuck you anymore.
Turns out it was me, guys. Yeah, that was my first time breaking up with someone, and it was heartbreaking, but
See, my first time, because you guys are all talking about like serious, like heartbreaking breakups. Because did you guys not like have like stupid little breakups in like high school? I mean, not high school, like middle school and stuff.
I mean,
'Cause
I broke up off of marriage in elementary school. Yeah.
Wait, what?
oh, I'm so sorry.
I know. We got
I didn't even
divorced in
get you a
elementary
gift.
school.
So mine was I had a boyfriend named Keith in middle school, 6th grade. Very serious relationship, and we had dated for like a while. Like we had held hands.
What's a
but, like,
while in middle school?
Like actually like a long like a year. Like we were
Oh, shit.
dating, you know.
Yeah.
And we would. I remember it started in dodgeball in PE. He like
Hot.
he wrote me a note.
It was a very romantic time in PE.
But like I wasn't a cute. Like I was like a nerdy. Like I had like nerdy glasses, and like he was like pretty cute.
There's a lid for every pot, Mariel.
Oh, I like that.
okay.
Have you guys ever heard that?
No,
There's a
but
lid
I
for
was
every
like
pot.
Just coming out here with all these sayings, you Santa
Like,
slut.
looks
What's
so
that, what's that
confused.
mean? I don't know.
That means that everyone gets to find someone that they want to fuck.
Yeah.
And they want to fuck back.
There's a lid for every pot?
Yeah, like, you know, when you cook.
Okay,
Pot-
I was
lids
thinking
go on
about
pots?
weed. So, you were saying,
Yes, so Keith
Dear
and I
Lord.
had a whirlwind romance in the 6th grade. And we would pass notes, and there was one time I did go to his house after school. Did you kiss? We never. I remember like being in 6th grade, and like it was a history class that we had together, and it was like the last period of the day, and I remember always being like, oh, like this time, like we're gonna be the last 2 kids to leave, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna kiss.
Did you guys ever, like, grind at, like, a middle school dance?
No, I was. Oh my god, no, I was so innocent. Also, he had cancer, which is like not related.
oh my God, where did the story go?
He was such a curveball. It's fine. He's doing
So
great.
then he like died, and I was like broken out with it.
He was really cute. He was like bald though.
No, he wasn't bald. He was like he was fine. Like we had a party for his like remission.
Okay,
This just got really awkward. I'm so sorry, Keith, if you ever watch this.
We're glad to know that you're doing well, Keith.
So yeah, who knows? Yeah.
Shout out to Keith.
Shout out to Keith. So anyway, so like yeah, we broke up, and I think it was more of a mutual thing because it was just like, listen, like we're in 6th grade. Next year we're gonna go to 7th grade.
Shit.
Like it's a big deal. It's a
when
different
shit gets
school.
real.
Like
Yeah, middle school.
And so it was always like, if 7th grade goes well and if 8th grade goes well, we'll get back together in high school. Obviously, that never happened because, like, you know, that just never happens, and we weren't ever really interested in each other besides hanging out during, like, dodgeball. Yes.
Also, you're interested in ladies.
Also, funny thing, in high school, Cause like I always like did things with women on like the low key,
In high school?
like in high school, just because I didn't want to, I wasn't out. And I remember he called me, fucking bastard. You know what? Fuck you, Keith. I take it back. He called me, and this was like in the 9th grade, because we kind of made the pact, like, okay, if we don't get back together, like we'll get back together in high school if everything goes well. Mm-hmm. And this fucker calls me. And he's like, hey, like, I heard a rumor that you're gay. Is it true? And I was like, no, it's not true. Like, how dare you, Keith? We dated for so long. We held hands.
I wanted to kiss you that one time.
And don't you remember in history class? Don't you remember?
The notes?
Yeah.
You had cancer.
And now I'm so gay. But so, yeah, he was right. I should have confirmed it. But yeah, it was, I don't know, that was like my first, like, I remember being sad about it and being like, oh my God, what?
So
how
was
am
it
I going to move on from?
In 6th grade that he ended things? Or
I think it was like in 7th grade,
Okay.
and then we were like, we'll take these next year of 8th grade, we'll think about it, we'll get back together in high school.
And you were upset.
And then I was gay.
And then
I was gay the whole time. The whole time.
Oh, twist ending.
He never had cancer!
Wrong show.
But yeah, there's my breakup story.
Well, we're all in happy situations in life now.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Enjoying
Mika, one
singledom.
day. One day, Mika.
It's great. She said she's loving it. Look at her. God, she's so happy she can't even stop smiling. Like,
You know what might
laughter.
cheer you up?
What?
A good meal. Thanks to HelloFresh.com
it's good.
for supporting this episode of Always Open. HelloFresh is the meal kit delivery service that makes cooking fun, easy, and convenient. Each week, HelloFresh creates new delicious recipes with step-by-step instructions. The recipes are set up so that anyone can make a delicious and nutritious home-cooked meal in 30 minutes, whether you usually cook for yourself or are not so comfortable making meals at home. They sent me a box to try out, actually, and the meal only took 30 minutes to make. They make it super easy and to make delicious, restaurant-quality meals. If I would have bought all the ingredients, it would have cost a lot more, and I would have leftover ingredients that may have been thrown away. Very true. I throw away a lot of stuff. With HelloFresh, there's no wasted food. HelloFresh is offering everyone in our audience, that's you guys, $35 off your first week of deliveries when you go to HelloFresh.com and use the offer code OPEN. That's HelloFresh.com and use the code OPEN to get $35 off your first week of deliveries.
While you were doing that read, I messaged Marielle.
babe.
Welcome, darling.
So
Even though
back
you're
in
saying
college,
Do you want to talk together?
her and I had a class together. Who was
We
it?
did.
Ben.
Good old Ben Bays. We had a 3D animation class.
Yeah, and that's back when I was like fucking hating life, and I was on Tinder, and like constantly like doing that whole thing. And I found Marielle.
I like
And
how you
I-
keep calling her Marielle.
I like how he says my name, though.
Marielle.
Oh, you do? Okay.
It's
So-
like my special Blaine thing.
Yeah.
Aw.
we go way back.
I say blend.
So I remember I was in there, and then like I was in the class, and then I remember seeing her pull up on Tinder, and I swiped right, and I just watched, and I watched, and nothing really happened.
I think you sent me a
so
screenshot,
funny.
too, of you, like, of my profile.
Yeah.
But how did you find each other on Tinder?
What do you mean? Like, yeah, we just got, we were swipe, like,
But-
just swipe.
Do you not put women only?
No, so, like, I mean, I haven't been on Tinder in, like, a year, because I'm in a very, very, very happy relationship.
Why'd you put
Whoa.
it on me?
She's worried that,
That was
you're
like-
gonna
I was
cheat on
like-
her later.
That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. It was when we were in school together, and Tinder, like back then, it was like you could open it to like men and women, but it wasn't like exclusive, like oh, you can only match with women who like women or stuff like
okay.
that. It was just kind of like you're just out there and
Anybody?
you just see women. So a lot of the times I got a lot of people who were like, oh, hey, like my boyfriend and I are just looking for like a threesome. So Mika, if you're into that, like that's what
I'm not.
but
we
yeah.
just don't want to fuck you anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I do remember getting that text from Blaine that it was just like a screenshot of my Tinder profile. I was like, oh, Blaine.
So what did you swipe? Did you swipe right?
I'm gay, so I swipe right.
Oh, obviously.
Come on.
He's totally your type.
Blaine and I used to, like, when I would do his makeup and stuff, we would talk. We would, like, always have, like, a short little, like, relationship talks. And I never told him that I was gay just because I don't know, like, coming out all the time gets exhausting.
Yeah.
Like, it really does. Thank you so much.
Patrick
Also,
outed you.
like telling people I'm straight all the time is also exhausting.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, fuck you, Patrick. I'm just kidding.
Patrick outed you. I think at one point he was like, I think Muriel's gay. I was like, nah.
I don't remember the first time I found out or you told me I think I just maybe like we were at a party and you're like, "This is my girlfriend Laura." And I'm
Yeah.
like,
I think that's what happened too. Because I don't
Most of the
remember
time.
ever like it being like a conversation. I think it was always just like, this was my girlfriend. I think I met her at like an event or something,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, cool, hi.
Yeah, when I let her out.
We let her out of the house. Coming out multiple times is exhausting. I think I've come out to my parents like 20 times.
Oh, I came out to my parents once, and then we just don't talk about it.
Shove it under the
Yeah.
rug.
Texas.
That's the thing about Texas, though, is that like everyone's super conservative and like assholes, but they're nice. They're fake nice, so like at least you can get by for a while.
Oh,
until
is
you
it
can
that
get
southern
out.
nice where it's like they're
like,
smiling
oh,
at you, but
bless
they're
your
really gonna
heart.
kill you? Yeah.
I was thinking.
Oh, bless your heart.
Did you do something
Bless
with
your
your
heart.
hair today?
Yeah.
It looks wildly frizzy compared to normal.
I love Southern Barbara. Southern, like, terrible Barbara. That's.
Wait,
There's a girl who does these vines. I think her name is Sunny Mabry. She does these vines
you
of
sent me
like
those.
Southern insults,
They're
where they're always
so
just like, "Oh, honey, you must have loved those donuts you make because it looks like you just put on a couple of pounds, but you look great. You're glowing."
What were you gonna-
I was my girlfriend and I went on a road trip to Dallas, and she's Australian, and she's never like encountered like a legit Southerner, you know. So we stopped at some gas station out in the middle of like nowhere, somewhere between here and Waco or something.
Ah, bumfuck nowhere.
literally.
Yeah,
bumfuck
and
nowhere.
there was like we went to a gas station, and she like went in to buy some drinks while I was like gassing up the car. And she was like, she came out just like smiling so hard. I was like, what? And she's like, the people here are just so lovely. You know? She's like, yeah. She was just like, they talk like this, and they're just, you know, it was funny.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, they fucking ate her up because she was Australian. They're like, oh, tell us about that. You know,
Yeah, people here are actually like nice.
Yeah.
They actually
They're-
care about your
if
day.
you're white, yeah.
They're nice, and, yeah, and then they'll like they'll pray for you when they go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus.
All right, guys, let's move on to sexpertise. And,
Let's.
this question comes from Ed M. And Ed M says, I've been with my current girlfriend of a little over 4 months now, and I care for her a lot. But I've been having to juggle being a full-time student in college, working a weekend job, family responsibilities, and spending time with her. As a result, she's not very happy with the way my schedule is and has led to unnecessary arguments. I'm very passive with fights, but I can't help but have the thoughts of breaking up simply because I have no time to genuinely relax from responsibilities. Do you guys have any advice?
So I had this experience with my long distance relationship in college.
Oh, I didn't know you had a long-distance relationship.
Yes, I did. I had a long distance relationship here in England, or Michigan in England, very long distance. And we used to talk every day, all the time. But I got cast in a show as an acting major, and as an acting major, it's like you have class from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and
6 a.m.?
Yep, 6 a.m. stage combat to 6 p.m. Yeah, it was heinous. And then I would have rehearsal from 6:30 to midnight. And then I would go home and have to study lines for not only classes, but for the show, and do work, and then get up for my 6 a.m. stage combat. So I didn't have time for the nightly Skypes that we used to do, the WhatsApp texting all the time, constantly.
Was he a very needy boyfriend?
Very needy. And it got so fucking annoying to me because, and I tried to explain it to him, and this was also, I got the job offer for Rooster Teeth, so this was my senior year.
Oh, wow.
And I was telling him, and I was like, when I work there, I don't know what my hours are going to be. I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, we have things like Extra Life, we have live streams, we have podcasts. Like, I don't know what my schedule is going to be. I can't devote that much time to you. Like, I love you, and this is great, but holy shit, I need to, like, sleep. Because if I come home at midnight and I still have lines to read, but also you want to Skype with me, like, you're not going to come first. I'm so sorry. But I'm not sorry, but my career comes first. My school comes first.
Did you try to, like, recommend a more balanced kind of relationship where, like,
I did.
maybe you would Skype every 2 or 3 days? And
I was like, maybe I'll, you know, take my weekend free time and spend it to you. You know, I'll do something. But it became passive aggressive. It became like, I know that, you know, you're not going to have enough time for me, so I'm just going to start bitching, and I'm going to be bitchy about it. And then I was like, you know what? This is over.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I wrote a very long, like, I know I should have Skyped or should have called. Like, I kind of regret how I broke up with him, but it was a WhatsApp message. It was a long WhatsApp message of just like, I can't do this.
Did you feel
like,
it was the right thing to do then?
I so did, because if I am going to continue from here and start acting and have call times at 2 a.m. and have 18-hour days, I'm not going to have time. That's not how life works. And I'm sorry, but career and school is very important to me as a person, it didn't work.
I would say for this guy, they've only been dating for 4 months.
That's so short.
And if it's already becoming a problem and you're already stressed about making time for everything in your life, including your girlfriend, which you feel already the thoughts of breaking up, I'd say, like, that's probably what you should do.
Yeah.
If you are really into someone and head over heels for someone, you would make the effort to be with them.
Especially, I guess it just depends on where you are in life and what your priorities are, because like I had not a kind of a similar situation, but I mean it wasn't as long distance as that, but it was like, you know, I had just started interning here and I was like working 2 jobs in college and also going to school full time, and it was just like, you know, like I remember the conversation was always like, well, you don't make me a priority. It was like, well, because you're kind of not right now.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I got to figure out what I got to figure out my life and like how I'm gonna survive after college, and like you are not part of that equation, and like I think it just depends on what you feel is important, because you know
you also want to be with someone who you feel will make the time for you no matter what.
Right.
And put the effort in. Especially, I don't know if they live in the same city, but if they do, that's like even more of a jarring issue if you don't see someone. I've been on the receiving end of that, where I was dating someone who was very, very busy. It was also long distance, and it was kind of one of those things where it's like, well, if I'm not a priority in your life, or you're not going to make the effort in this relationship, it's not going to work.
Right.
And
I think that's the shitty thing, is because like I remember being in that situation and being like, it's not that I don't love you and I want to make you a priority, but I'm like logic is prevailing, and I know that my grades in this degree matter.
Yeah.
And this UProd, this university production, being in this show matters. Like agents sometimes come to the show. Like I can't just show up raggedy. I can't skip rehearsal. Like I love you, but I can't devote the time that you want.
Yeah.
And that's it was like pulling at me inside. It's not like it was an easy decision to just be like, well, fuck you, I don't need you in my life. It's like it sucked.
I would say for Ed, I mean, I've kind of been in this relationship. What is his name? Ed M. It's Double D. I'm gonna call him Double D, like Ed and Eddie. I would have to say break up with her, because my mentality with relationships is like they're supposed to be like kind of, not always, but they should be a source of fun. Relationships shouldn't be something that's like you're constantly stressing over. And the dude's got like school and work and family stuff that he's
in
deal
college, I believe, which means he's young too.
Yeah, and that's like that's a period of like you're growing and you're figuring out like who you're gonna become, like the man you're gonna be becoming. So I think that maybe like your relationship from a while ago, it's like, hey, let's regroup once my life is a little bit more in order, and then see where we are now. But yeah, if he's having pessimistic thoughts already, and it's just he's like struggling to make it work, I think they should.
It should definitely not be a source of stress.
Yeah, relationship should not
especially
be a chore.
so early. I mean, 4 months, 4 months in the scheme of things and like the scheme of life is like a second.
Tiny.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So if at 4 months you're already like, oh man, I have to pencil in my girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's like,
And that's not to say that relationships aren't work or shouldn't be work, because I think like any good relationship involves effort and like sometimes a little bit of stress, maybe if you're trying to make things work out well. But if it's to the point where you like have to give up something else that you want to do or something else in order to like appease the person, then that's not what you should do.
I think work and a chore are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Like put work into a relationship, yes, but if it's like, sigh, my girlfriend, end that, because it's going to end up hurting both of you so much more.
See, and I'm in a distance relationship right now, and that's a lot of work.
It's work.
It is.
But I really enjoy it though, and it's totally worth it. And we like find the silver linings. And with that, he just seems like it's just hard and stressful. So,
Yeah. And maybe
So
it's one of those things where you just need time.
Yeah. So just Ed, just call her up and just be like, I don't want to fuck you anymore.
Don't do that, Ed.
Don't
Be
do
a better
that.
be a better person.
It's a joke, Ed.
Than Lizzie. Yeah, don't be a Lizzie.
Don't be a
Ed. Don't be a Lizzie.
But also, like we say this every episode, we're not experts on the subject or your
yeah.
relationship in particular. So if
I am.
Ed, we
Sexpert over here.
also like
I'm an
if you really love this girl, but it is stressing you out in terms of balancing life, school, work, relationships, and stuff. Maybe you just have to be better at balancing that out and, take more time for the relationship if that's something you really want to work on. But from what it sounds like, it's
I also
probably
realized,
not a good idea.
have they talked about it? Did he say, has he talked to her about it? Because if he's just stressed and he's only had these pessimistic thoughts about breaking up,
they've had
have they
some-
like...
Megan makes a good point because this
Yeah.
is a relationship's a two-way thing, and
Yeah.
communication, like that's always a priority. Anytime I start dating girls, like, dude, communication is totally key. Like, you gotta open up to me if you're feeling one way, and I'm gonna open up to you. So like, talk it out with her and see how she might be
says
feeling the
that
same
Because
way.
like, what if she's like, oh my god, I totally understand. I'll give I'll give you your space. I still want to be with you. I just want to support you. And then rainbows and sunshine. Like, talk about it.
He does say, I'm very passive with fights, and I can't help feeling the thoughts of breaking up simply because I have no time to relax from responsibilities.
Don't be passive. That's how people get hurt.
Also, like, your relationship and, like, being with a significant other should be a moment to relax and to just be yourself around another person. And if you don't feel like you could be yourself with someone and truly let go of responsibility, that's probably a warning sign.
Also, Ed, you're in college. Those are like the best years of your life. You should be enjoying the shit out of college because I fucking loved college.
AKA, those are the years to fuck.
Exactly.
Well, not necessarily, but
just
it should
enjoy
be a fun, stress-free
just in terms of
period.
having, like, time to work, time to play, time to relax.
Mario's over there like, just.
I was gonna say goodbye, but I kind of just want to, like, sit here and watch you do that.
Let's all just watch.
Wait, are we done?
Yeah.
No. I had a good time here.
Oh,
I
please.
enjoyed this.
Oh, it's a shame you'll never be back.
It's a shame you're kicked out forever.
I knew the ketchup squirt joke was probably too far.
I forgot about that.
It's a good joke. I'm pretty
Well,
proud
thank
of
you
that.
guys. This was an awesome episode. Thank you for joining me. And thank you, viewers, and thank you, Mika's lungs, for sending us off the proper way. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for another episode of Always Open. Cheers, my friends.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Blaine didn't drink. Calling him out.